Alright guys, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how skip shift actually works on these cars on a 6 manual, and how to kind of eliminate it without using the eliminator. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you guys when it triggers. So right around after the 2000 miles to 2000 RPM, it will trigger and it will ask you to switch into 4th gear. Now, one way to avoid skip shift is to actually make sure that you shift before 2000 RPM from 1st to 2nd. Okay, when you do that, it's almost a guarantee that the skip shift will not kick in. Or if you're going to accelerate fast, then it will not prompt you to shift to 4th gear immediately, because the car automatically knows through the computer that you're trying to accelerate fast. Now, a lot of people do get the skip shift eliminator, which is like 15 bucks, 25 bucks or whatnot. I opted not to go with it. I know it doesn't mess with the warranty or anything like that on the car from what I'm told, but I kind of learned how to work around it. So when you're driving just regular, you're not performance driving, and you're wondering why is it that my stick shift Camaro, V8 Camaro, is automatically asking me to go into 4th gear when I'm at 2,500 RPM or whatever the case may be. That's to save fuel economy for the car. So in order for the EPA to approve them to be 15 miles per gallon or 16, whatever the case may be, rated for city, it's there to actually save gas for you, supposedly. Okay, that's what I'm told. I kind of learned how to work around it. Every now and then I still mess up. I still end up going from 1st and not shifting before 2000 RPM, and then it triggers in. And what I do in that particular case is I give it about a 1.5 seconds and the prompt goes away. Now, so I'm at a complete stop right now. Let me show you guys what happens. So whenever I'm taking off, this is a normal takeoff. Right before 15 miles per hour, boom, I shifted to 2nd gear, and there was no skip shift eliminator that popped up, so I don't need to worry about it. Now, it takes some time to get used to. You're not going to get used to it automatically and go, oh, okay, yeah, that's what I do, because psychologically, as a subconsciously and psychologically, as a person who has been driving stick shift for a long time, or that knows how to drive a stick shift, we never had to worry about any other car asking you to go from 1st to 4th gear, no matter what RPM you're at. If you're wondering why it keeps asking you to go to 4th gear from 1st, shifting from 1st to 4th, it's due to the EPA claims. In order for them to get the rating that they want, they are choosing to go that route, which it can be annoying. It was very annoying for me at first, and then I read up on it, and at first I was like, man, there's something wrong with my car. It's closing the gate from 1st to 2nd every time I try to shift when I'm driving regularly. Well, it just turns out that that's what they do in order to have the EPA rate them at a lower city level. And again, this is on the 2SS model. That is a stick shift, not 2SS, 1SS or 2SS. That is a 6 manual. All right, so if you have automatic, you have no worries about it. Again, a lot of people ask me, yeah, how do I avoid it? I don't want to put the skip shift eliminator in there. And realistically, the stick shift eliminator is the fastest thing to do, and you don't have to worry about it ever again. But mentally in my head, I'm thinking, okay, I don't want to mess with the car, even though it's not going to mess with the warranty. I just don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with, somebody going under my car, putting it in, installing it in. And now I'm just more mindful of shifting before the RPM hits 2000 in 1st gear, or if I'm going to drive it hard, then I don't worry about the skip shift eliminator coming up anyway. So just a little bit of advice for those of you that don't really care about getting the skip shift eliminator. Just be mindful. If you're going to be driving normal, like I'm driving right now, I'm not racing, I'm just driving city, going from 1st to 2nd, it's a cinch. It essentially is a cinch. So here we go. I'm in 1st gear, I'm taking off. I'm going to show you guys skip shift kicking in again. So Once I pass around 15 miles per hour, it's gonna try to force me to go into fourth gear. You guys saw the notification now. Once you've taken off and you're ready to go, and you pass that little notification sign and you take it up to like 3,000, 3,500 RPM, you don't have to worry about it. It's going to let you shift into second gear. I'm gonna give you another demonstration. Oh, nice Corvette, buddy. Nice. All right, so here we go again. I'm gonna be in first gear. I'm gonna show you guys how to eliminate skip shift. So I'm gonna shift right before 15 miles per hour. I shift in second gear, I'm good to go. Did not have to force it to go into fourth gear. The computer did not trigger it whatsoever. The computer knew what I was doing and the computer sensed it. So not only are you gonna be saving some MPGs as well by shifting right before 15 miles per gallon, but you're also going to have that notification not trigger. So you know, you just have to be mindful about it. Just think about it. You know, right before 15 miles per hour, shift. You can even shift at 10 miles per hour. And again, this is not for spirited driving. This is for normal city driving where you're trying to get from point A to point B, and you hate it when your car kicks into fourth gear from first, and you don't want that to happen. So I'll give you a couple more demonstrations here once I get past this little area, the little trails. Here we go. Starting off in first gear. Right before 15 miles per hour, shift to second. Did not prompt it whatsoever. You save gas and you don't worry about a notification. You don't worry about a chip either. Here we go, taking off again. I'm going to show you skip shift kicking in. So right when I pass 15 miles per hour, oh, what do you know? There you go. I had to shift into fourth gear. Car's feeling boggy. I'm not happy. The car's not happy. See what happened there? I took off really lightly, past 2,000 RPM, past 15 miles per hour, prompted me to go into fourth gear. I'm gonna avoid skip shift now. Normal city driving. Right before 15 miles per hour, just shift. You're good. You're good. Your car can still accelerate fast, do whatever it needs to. You're good to go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. If you're the type of person that loves to rev high and you're like, I don't care, I wanna, rev past 2,000 RPM, just keep doing it. Just leave it in first, let the message pass, and I shifted into second. See what just happened? No worries, I gave the skip shift notification like about half a second to a second to pass, and I didn't have to shift into fourth. It's right when you're trying to shift into fourth, around 2,000 to 2,500 RPM is when it's gonna ask you, hey, go into fourth gear. And I'm like, no sir or ma'am, I'm not going to. A little quick acceleration for you guys. A little hard brake. Man, I love the performance of this car. Such a sweet, sweet, sweet car. Thank you guys so much for watching. And thank you for subscribing. We'll talk soon.